Students, the link of other videos will be given in the description box when they will come. Hello students, today I am going to proceed with the next topic from this chapter, that is the age of associations. Why the age of associations? Because during the 19th century, the whole of 19th century, we witnessed the formation of various socio-political organizations in our country who had helped the Indian people to raise their voice against the misrule of the British rule. Now, in the beginning, these organizations did not have any intention to separate India from the British rule. Rather, they wanted to have some political benefits from the British government. These organizations include the Pune Sarvajanik Sabha by Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Mahajan Sabha or Madras Mahajan Sabha, etc., etc. Now, the term age of association has been used by Dr. Anil C. because he said during the latter half of the 19th century, there was the formation of various organizations which had helped to awaken the people of India in political knowledge. Now, we will go by one about each and every organization which has been included in your book. Now, the first organization that is included in your book is Bangabhasha Prakashika Sabha. Now, Bangabhasha Prakashika Sabha was formed in the year 1836 by Prasanna Kumar Tagore and the followers of Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Now, it is said to be the first political organization of our country. The Bangabhasha Prakashika Sabha emphasized to create political awareness among the people, to oppose the taxation on the non-taxable lands, and it also aimed to organize political rallies in constitutional manner. However, Bangabhasha Prakashika Sabha had failed to achieve its aims. Next organization which is included in your book is the Zamindar Sabha or the Landholders Association or Society. It was formed by Raja Radhakanta Dev and Prasanna Kumar Tagore in the year 1837. The main objective of this organization was to create a close relationship between the landlords and the British government and to bring them in a friendly relation. This association was open for all people irrespective of their caste, creed and religion. And the most important among these organizations was the Bharat Sabha or the Indian Association, which was founded by Surendranath Banerjee or S.N. Banerjee in the year 1876 in Calcutta. Now, the first president of this organization was Krishna Mohan Banerjee and the secretary was Ananda Mohan Basu. Now, Bharat Sabha had mainly 4 objectives or aims. It wanted to create a unity between the two communities in India, that Hindus and Muslims. It wanted to develop a strong public opinion throughout the country. It wanted to unite all people of India irrespective of their caste and religion for a common political goal, and it wanted to prepare the people of India in a mass movement. Mass movement means the movement in which all the people are included. Now, the activities of Bharat Sabha or the Indian Association include their counter movement during the Ilbert Bill controversy. Now, what was the Ilbert Bill? Now, we have to understand here that there was a vast discrimination between the Indian and the European judges in the Indian judiciary. The Indian judges were not allowed to try any European accused in their court, whereas the British judges were allowed to try both the Indian and the European accused. Now, Justice Ilbert had wanted to abolish this discriminatory facility of the European judges. So, he had introduced a bill which included the Indian, or rather allowed the Indian judges also to try the European accused. Now, as soon as the bill was introduced, the European community in India, they had started a very strong protest for the withdrawal of this bill. And due to their protest, under pressure, the government was forced to remove this bill. Surendranath Banerjee and his Indian Association had launched a counter movement against this Ilbert Bill controversy, and he had not been able to reintroduce the bill, but still the Ilbert Bill controversy had taught the Indians that they can also organize a movement against the wrongdoings and force the British government to accept their demands if it is done in an organized manner. So, Ilbert Bill controversy is considered to be a blessing in disguise for the Indians. Next organization that played a vital role was the formation of Hindu Mela or Jatiyo Mela or Chaitra Mela. It was founded by Nabagopal Mitra in 1867, who was very much influenced by Rajnarayan Basu. Rajnarayan Basu is also known as the grandfather of the Indian nationalism. Now, aims or objectives of the Hindu Mela was to re-establish the lost glory of the Hindu religion and inspire people in the spirit of nationalism and patriotism, and also to develop the idea of self-dependency by introducing the indigenous industry. So, Hindu Mela was organized once in a year. It was very much communal. Some scholars say that it was only for the Hindu community. The Muslims had no relations to it. That is why Hindu Mela had lost its importance. However, one cannot deny the fact that Hindu Mela had definitely helped in the raising the Indian economy. It had helped in the development of the feeling of nationalism. So we are going to write about it. I'll be giving you some notes on these each.